I'm Alex.
And I'm Teddy.
And I'm Spencer.
And we are
The Button Mappers.
Hey, the Button Mappers. Yahoo!
Welcome, everybody, to the Button Mappers Royale. In this corner, representing Mario, we have...
It's me, Alexo.
Alexo. Play that, Mario. And in this corner, representing Sonic... It's me, Spencer. You heard it here first, folks. Spencer and Alexo. But we're switching it up. Who's going to emerge victorious? Mario or Sonic?
Just yelled Mario into my ear.
Is that what this is?
No, this is a game talk. Welcome to Game Talk, guys.
It's a very special game talk. This is game talk for the month of Mario versus Sonic Tember.
Well, and we have a special guest like we have been all month. The special guest is you, the viewer. Thanks for watching.
Can you believe it? It's been 11 months since it's been only us three.
On a Game Talk, yeah.
I guess you're right.
Shorter than that for just me and Teddy, because you weren't here for like Pokemon.
Well, I hope you like classic Alex and Spencer banter, because there's bound to be lots of it this month.
This episode's going to be interesting. This month's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I've got a terrible feeling there's going to be some argumentating going on today.
Yeah. With that being said, Game Talk starts with questions. We're going to get to the questions. At any time during the episode, leave us a question for next month. And we're thinking about opening up a Discord to start rolling out the month ideas. We'll actually have a link in the description below, and you can join us there. But starting way back 2 weeks ago at the time of recording, we have Terry309.
Terry!
He says he's got a couple questions here. This question is mainly for Alex and Spencer. And I think to answer that question, they'll need to watch Majority's recent video about what makes video games rewarding. Did you guys watch it?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay, with that being said, that's the question, but you have to do it in the same format, a top 6, with 1 being the most important and 6 being the least important for you. Go.
A top 6?
I don't want to do this. Can all 6 of them just be fun?
You know what? I'm joining Alex on that. We're going to have a moment of unity early and celebrate that. I agree with Alex. If it's fun, whatever that means, it's a good game.
Spencer, can you join me in like a little like matching our pitch or something?
Yeah.
Ready? It's beautiful.
That's what I call a cop-out.
Okay. Because I know that Terry was mad at us for the last one as well.
Last cop-out.
For the last cop-out. Things that make it fun for me, is that really what it's saying, rewarding or fun or whatever? To me, if it's a game, it's got to be fun, and therefore it's rewarding. Customization, the ability to fail, and I'm only going to give you 3. And character growth to be mine.
All right, you know what? I'll give you 3 then. It's got to be fun. It's gotta be engaging, and it's gotta have spectrobes.
Can't wait to see what Terry has to say about
Terry,
that one.
For the record, Terry, understand that I didn't know that I was going to be asked for 6, and I didn't know I was going to be asked for any. So I gave you 3 that immediately came to my head, and I gave you an honest answer, and I tried my hardest. I want you to acknowledge that that's what I did, and that might not have been what Alex did. And,
don't throw me under the fucking bus. I didn't say shit about you, Spencer.
And so it begins. Alex versus Spencer Tember. It's okay, guys. You can do full video responses after watching my and Terry's video in earnesty. With that being said,
I saw it. I don't have 6 answers.
There
I saw it like
there
a
were
month
6
ago.
topics.
Like
I
a
could have
month
just
and a half
read them
ago.
to you, but you didn't ask, did you?
It's been like a month and a half ago, dude.
Yeah, well, yeah, plenty of time. As for Bajari, I'll give him a couple questions too. Am I ready to surrender the Valkyrie Profile 1 challenge? He wants me to get an A rank in Valkyrie Profile 1, and then he'll play Ocarina of Time. I'm not ready because I don't have a PSP, and I'm not willing to spend exorbitant amount on the PS1 copy. So no, I'm not ready. And B, why am I so adamant for him to finish Ocarina of Time knowing that I already hate it? Well, because I think to criticize it based on just the Young Link sections, which is where you are, is unfair. I think you need to get to the Adult Link sections. It probably won't be your favorite game of all time, but it's worth experiencing.
What were the criticisms of the Young Link section? I love the Young Link stuff.
I personally think that it doesn't compare as strongly to the grown Adult Link portions, and that it gives you more context. He didn't give criticism for them. I'm just saying if you stop at the Dongo's Cavern, that's not fair to say this game is awful.
Oh yeah, that's like what, an hour into the game, maybe?
If you know what you're doing.
Okay, yeah. If you don't, it might be a little bit longer. That's
his criticism for context, Spencer, is that like it's not clear where he's supposed to be going, and he doesn't want to use a guide for it.
Terry, don't waste your time.
Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair, and it represents, I think, an older style of video game that doesn't handhold you. So I guess if you're not into that, then you're probably not going to like the rest of the game. So I feel you. I disagree, but I can see that being a problem for some people.
All right, thanks, Terry. Looking forward to your response for next month. And then we got coming
Bye,
up.
Terry.
Okay, coming up, another born and bred mapper, the SNES mapper. Cue the sound effect. That's my link. Question for next episode: name an underrated Wii game.
Can I name all of them? I'm just kidding.
That's what I like to call a cop out.
I'm not saying Spectrobes, because that's the obvious joke from me. Oh man, underrated Wii game. And I'm not gonna pick No More Heroes because that game's not underrated. It's getting a Switch sequel. I'm gonna say Little King Story. That game's like Pikmin Animal Crossing. It's weird. It's fun.
I definitely don't have one. I've never had a Wii. I refuse to play it, pretty much. I can't really tell you. And the only Wii game I played is Xenoblade Chronicles, and I didn't play it on the Wii. And it's not underrated. So I can't give you one.
I don't know. I'm toying between 2 Zelda games. I think they're both underrated. Link's Crossbow Training and Skyward Sword. I think too many people shit on Skyward Sword, but I think it's actually a good game for what it is.
Crossbow Training's awesome.
It is. That's a good game. Also, Geometry Wars. It's a really good game.
Can I say what game I would assume is underrated?
Yeah.
Go for it.
And Teddy, you would know better than me, but that Dragon Quest sword game.
Sure. Yeah. Underrated. It's not a perfect game. You know, you're using Waggle, but
yeah,
it works, and it's you know it's Dragon Quest, and it's good enough, I'd say. So I enjoyed it. It's quick game.
I would also say Sonic and the Secret Rings. I want to fit the theme.
Moving on. Thoughts about the Wii U collecting prices spiking?
Who gives a shit?
I'm cool that I own a Wii U and I own most of the major games for it. So I guess that only benefits me when I decide to drop it off.
Well, even at that, most of the games are coming to Switch anyway. Like it's like all the games that I liked on Wii U are just on Switch or coming to Switch, like Pikmin 3. So it's like it's almost just like not worth it for me to even own because I have the Wind Waker edition Wii U, and it's almost like not worth it for me to even have the thing anymore because like what am I gonna play on it? Like Lego games? There's like nothing. You know, like that's like staying on the Wii U.
I actually have that version too, the Wind Waker one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he said, Alex nailed it. Is they're all coming to the Switch, so I can just hold on to it, and if the prices go up super high, I'll just sell it then. But I don't need it. It doesn't matter.
What's spiking? The games, the console?
I think both. I think we're having like the GameCube effect in a weird way, where like it's just going to keep going up.
I haven't seen that. I've seen games be very affordable on eBay, in GameStop. The console I got for $100 with everything. So I don't necessarily. I haven't seen that firsthand. I'd love more information about what specifically is going up.
I know Mario and Sonic at the Rio Olympic Games is $80.
Jeez. Can you imagine somebody forking over that for that game?
That was that expensive at the time too.
Yeah, I know.
So that's not new. I don't know what's
really.
Yeah, that's been a hard one to find.
They didn't make a lot of copies of that game because like the Wii U was dead when it came out, like 2016. You know, like everybody was just like waiting for the Switch to be announced. You know, or whatever it was going to be called. You know, they were like, oh, it's the NX or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, they didn't press too many copies of that game. So it's like one of the rare Wii U games for some fucking reason.
Jeez. What a waste.
I just want to know what makes the Wii U even worth it. I still have not figured that out.
I mean, the only games I can think of that are still exclusive to it are like Mario 3D World, Kirby Rainbow Curse, and like
Star Fox.
Yeah, Star Fox Zero, Splatoon 1. Like that's it.
Star Fox Zero.
Animal Crossing and Amiibo Festival. Mario Party 10, you know.
Super Mario Party is pretty good. Like I don't see any
Yeah.
get Mario Party 10.
10's fun, but yeah, I agree. Super Mario Party does the job. So yeah, there's really nothing to collect on Wii U, honestly, unless you're just like wanting oddball stuff.
That's what it's got to be, just like the collector.
Yeah.
Person.
I
Whatever.
think you know what it probably is that it's an easy console to collect the whole library for. So there's probably a fad.
Yeah, because there's like 12 games. I'm just kidding.
Times
Well, it's
20, but
it's
yeah.
one-
Yeah, there's 20. Come on.
Yeah. At least.
No, I like the Wii U when it's out, but I mean, I have not. The only time I've dusted the thing off recently was like maybe like a few months ago. I dusted it off to play Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut. That's about it.
I've seen some really cool stuff about modding the system, and I tried it, and it just flopped. I basically like wasted my eShop for it, so I kind of regret that. But like even within games like Breath of the Wild, there for the Wii U, there are cool mods you can do.
I always forget that game came out on the Wii U.
Yeah, I had it on the Wii U before I bought the Switch version because I didn't have a Switch.
I can only imagine that's why you would do that.
Yes, exactly. And then when I got a Switch, I was like, thank God.
Wink.
GameStop, how much can I get for this Wii U version? And then I just picked up the Switch version.
Very nice.
All right, thanks, SNES Mapper. Next we got, and this isn't really a question, but there's a question mark next to it, so I'm going to use it. The Funny Nerd asks, "What's up, guys?"
The sky.
Oh, come on.
What are you,
ceiling.
5?
Hard dicks and airplanes. Oh.
I guess so.
That's better. It's been a while, Funny Nerd.
Not much you.
Question mark.
Yeah.
There you go. I be chilling.
Can we just keep an ongoing like text going with a Funny Nerd?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yo,
So next time,
Funny
next
Nerd.
Game Talk, Funny Nerd, you need to reply to not much you.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first. Okay, thanks, Funny Nerd. Now we got the Turbo Zone.
Turbo.
Q. What game series have you never played but always wanted to? Xenosaga.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
that was a good one. I've always wanted to dip my toes into Star Ocean,
I thought you were going to say Sonic.
but I can never find the right entry game for it. Like they all seem to be kind of different, and the fan base is spread, so I don't know like the perfect place to start with Star Ocean.
I think Terry could give you a good suggestion. I'd be interested in that too.
Yeah.
Snatcher. I know it's just one game, but I was thinking like, that's a really early Kojima game, and it's really expensive, so I have not been able to play it.
Can you like get a ROM or something?
I don't know.
What did it
Is
come
that
out
one
on?
I think that one's. Is that one a Saturn title, or is that one different?
Snatcher is a Saturn game.
Then yes, then no, you can't get it wrong. Probably Saturn emulation is very.
Oh, no. It might be Sega CD.
Is it CD? Oh yeah, it could be CD.
I think it is.
I don't know how Sega CD emulation.
Because Night Trap is a Sega CD.
This says it was first released in 1988 for PC, 8801, and MSX2. Oh, in Japan. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see where the American release was.
Yeah, what
looks
do we
like
get
Sega
on?
CD.
CD. Okay, yeah.
And then it
CD.
says PlayStation and Sega Saturn.
Okay, so what's Saturn too? I
So-
know it's just stupidly expensive to actually get a copy of it.
PlayStation, just get yourself a nice little ROM and
There you go.
Snatch her up.
snatch her up.
Lovely. TurboZone comes in with a double decker. Actually, this is like a 5-part question. What's going on here? Is Spencer actually Sonic? And
No.
that's why he denies being a Sonic fan.
No,
To hide his true identity as the Blue Blur himself.
no.
Because he knows if we know he's actually Sonic, he will have to move to another state and change his name due to being part of the Witness Protection Program after defeating the warlord Dr. Ivo Robotnik, aka Eggman.
Gotta go fast. Ding!
Spencer is Sonic confirmed. And lastly, we have from VG Mashup.
Mushed up.
Which superhero has had the better games overall? Batman or Spider-Man?
Ooh,
Batman.
ooh, yeah. I mean, there have been some good Spider-Man games, but
Like
Batman.
two or three.
There's been more than that.
Name more.
Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, Spider-Man whatever the other one
I heard.
was.
I never
Web
played
of-
Shattered Dimensions. I heard it wasn't very good though.
The other one, the Web of Time, whatever the other a sequel or prequel to that one is, and the PS4 game Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And Friend or Foe was pretty good too. I like Friend or Foe.
I think some of those are questionable. But you got the Arkham series. That's freaking great. Arkham Asylum, City, and Arkham Knight. I played all of them, and I think they're all really, really good.
I'm not disagreeing. I think Batman's had better games too. I mean, even back in the day, like the Batman NES games, like a classic NES game.
It's a classic.
What about you, Teddy?
I'm not qualified to answer this question. I do not like, or I'm not really into comic book character games or comic book movies.
I will. If I could recommend it, I would highly, highly recommend if you can ever get to play it, Arkham Asylum.
Yep.
Because it's like Zelda, but you're Batman. It's
Okay.
very, very Zelda-like.
I would actually more call it like a Metroid game. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
more
you
about,
you could say that.
like exploring and finding new gadgets and stuff.
If I had to pick one of the two that I'd be more interested in playing, it would be Batman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Batman just lends itself to a video game really, really well.
Yeah.
With all
And
the gadgets
character.
and
He's got a dark, dark past.
Yeah. It does.
So it's up our alley.
Oh, my parents are dead or whatever.
Oh, I fell down the well. Can someone come save me? No, I think I'm just gonna mope down here.
Then he gets bit by a bat and turns into Batman.
Batman. Yes, that's the plot.
I've
90s
got-
film.
I've gotten into a weird habit of just trying to make comic book fans annoyed by not knowing the origin stories of comic book heroes, but like pretending I do.
That's amazing. Just be like, yeah, man. I love Deadpool. Oh, dude, that origin story where he drowned in a swimming pool and came back to life.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the origin story where Batman went to the baseball game and then he swung the bat too far and he officially became the Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for the questions, y'all. Be sure to leave a question for next time. But we are rolling right into it. Some might say we got to go fast. This month's Game Talk themes were around Mario and or Sonic games. It's a big surprise. Who picked what today? I'm going to go first. I haven't gone first in quite some time. We're going to build the suspense. So, I was actually planning on trolling y'all and just picking neither and just doing like Jack and Daxter or something, but I didn't have the time. I've actually had a game that I've wanted to talk about for some time. It is a Sonic game, and I don't know if Alex knows it, so I'm going to put Alex on the spot with a trivia question. What is the best way to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles in the modern day?
On the DS?
You're wrong. Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited for the PC.
You're doing a fan game?
Hells yeah. Well, okay, so here's the thing. It is officially Sonic 3 and Knuckles. The only thing that's majorly fan about it is that it gives you enhanced customizations, 16:9 widescreen support, a smoother palette texture so it looks less like a Genesis game and more like a modern 2D platformer, and you get a lot of options as far as even switching out the music to prototype versions, Sonic and Knuckles versions, and more.
So you're doing a fan mod?
Yes, because you've also pushed me to try and play Sonic 3 and Knuckles as one game, and I've never really had access to that besides the GameCube, and that one's really annoying when trying to unlock that version. This is actually a really cool fan mod because in order to play it, you need to own the Steam version for Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which is like really cheap and not hard to get. You know those D3T publisher titles? Like we own the one on the PS4 for the Sega Genesis compilation. There's one of those on Steam as well that also includes Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I don't know why that game it's easier to publish on like Steam than it is on console, but lo and behold, it's there. I tried playing that version earlier today, and it just looked very muddy. It was like, you know, you're playing a Genesis-looking game on a high-definition laptop. It doesn't look great. Also, there is like a little bit of slowdown. You know how with the D3T game when we were playing like Sonic 2, that was happening quite frequently. That doesn't really happen with Angel Island Revisited. I really like this version because it allows you to save your progress. I know with Sonic 3 and Knuckles, if you put those together, that's like a 2-hour game. Each game is kind of notorious for just having these massive levels that you can't necessarily speed through in the same way you could through Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, which makes it a little bit less approachable to like newcomers, I think. But I do really like how it stores your progress, how especially if you're trying to 100% complete the game, get all the time stones, is that what they are? Or the Chaos Emeralds, rather?
Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, what's the difference? If you're trying to get all the Chaos Emeralds for both versions, it allows you to save your progress and then to go back in and redo it. It also gives you a couple challenges, such as time attack mode, but it gives you achievements as well. What I really like about the achievements is it's not just like, name trophy, like, oh, I went, fast and Emerald Hill Zone. No, these actually unlock features within the game, such as the drop dash, the super peel out. You get Knuckles and Tails mode, and then there's 2 more that I haven't unlocked. So I really like being able to work up to those things and try and complete the game and meet some of these challenges along the way. Also, in the words of Spencer, with some of those alternate tracks, it's got a bitchin' soundtrack. And with that, I have to highly recommend Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited. It's free as long as you own the D3T version.
So, having finally played the games together, is that the way you recommend it, or do you still recommend playing them separately?
Wow. That's a good question. It really depends because I think each game is good as a standalone game and very much worth playing in its own right. Playing it this way actually made me appreciate some of the stages we shit on in the Sonic 3 map out. I actually kind of like Launch Base Zone now. Also, the alternate track for the Carnival Night Zone is great. One thing I really came to appreciate here was with the game mechanic for Tails, how he allows you to fly through some of the levels. I really put that to good use here. And if you prefer the way that he does it in Mania, you can change to that setting as well. A lot of like Mania settings are, carried over as far as customization here. There's also randomizers. If you say the game really well already, you can alternate like the monitors. So like instead of getting like the fire shield right away in Lava Reef, let's say, it might just surprise you with either 1-up boxes or ring boxes, etc. So I think definitely for a subsequent playthrough, this has everything you need. For a first time, I don't know. I do like how accessible it is, how with Steam and with the PC you have multiple controller supports. I had a lot of fun with it. The only thing that's really annoying, and here's kind of a pro tip, is if you install it on your desktop, like an icon so you can click on it, sometimes it'll like not find the file. So just have it in a folder somewhere where you can open up the folder and then just double click on the game link and then it opens it up fine.
Can you not open it just from the library in Steam?
It's not a Steam game. It's a fan game that requires you to have the Steam game. How that works, I'm not really sure. I think it looks for it on your computer.
Oh.
So you don't actually have to be logged into Steam to play this.
Oh. Okay.
I think that's been changed recently, though. I'm not entirely sure on the details. But I think it's like a good practice in terms of supporting, the developer for the game. Even though you're buying the sucky game, you're getting the good one for free with it, as long as you know to go out of your way to find it. The Genesis Classics compilation, I don't know. On the PC, I don't think it's great, or even like on the PS4, as far as my time with it. But I don't know.
It could have definitely been better.
What kind of controller do you play this with? Do you have like one that matches the Sega Genesis?
Sure, I have the Retrobit Sega Genesis USB controller. It's wireless, so you just need to charge it. I mean, even if you have it plugged in, it's fine. I wasn't able to get this working with my ones that came with the Genesis Mini, surprisingly enough, but Retrobit does the job. It doesn't. You don't even have to button map, especially because it's like get it button map. Because we are the okay. With Sonic, like all you really need is the jump. So like any button that you use will work fine. And because like I'm using a Genesis controller to play what was originally a Genesis title, it really feels the part.
Cool. I know that there's a lot of like Sonic fan games and fan mod support, so it's cool to see one really put the use to improve something that Sega kind of fucked up on their own part.
Yeah, and I don't know why they can't get it right with like porting this thing to console. Like, I mean, because we've had those 3D classic ports of Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. They've brought those, like they've done their own versions of those on the Switch. They've released them on iOS and Android and phones. I don't actually know if Sonic 3 is on the phones yet. But it's nice to see something like this be admitted, because Sega has always been more or less approving of fan projects, especially when it comes to Sonic, as we may see in a later episode this month. Spencer?
Yeah, you were saying something?
I think the problem is I don't know anything about Sonic 3. Like I understand that there's like on the Genesis there was like a
Michael Jackson,
an expansion pack or something that you could attach to like the cartridge. And it gave you Knuckles or something. Go
ahead, Alex.
Sorry. Let me just put my Sonic suit on. Hold on. So
going to work.
So when they were developing Sonic 3, the game became too large to fit on one Genesis cartridge, and they decided the best course of action would be to release Sonic 3 by itself, which is like 6 zones, and then release Sonic and Knuckles later on as the add-on cartridge. You put them together, it makes one full game, like 1 2-hour game.
Did they cost like the amount of a full game?
I don't know how much they cost back then, maybe. And then, but also with the Knuckles cartridge, you can add Sonic 2 on and play as Knuckles through Sonic 2, and you can add Sonic 1 on or like other games and play the bonus stages and stuff.
For a point of reference there, Spencer, I know like you're kind of sighing like, ooh, I don't know about that. You know how like Donkey Kong Country is like 6 worlds, right? Each of these zones in Sonic 3 and then even Sonic and Knuckles as separate, games are very much complete packages. Even by comparison to Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, they're just huge and sprawling. You could spend like minutes, especially in like Sandopolis and Sonic and Knuckles. That one's huge. I know in Carnival Night on Sonic 3, I've almost run the timer on the second act for like 10 minutes. What happens after 10 minutes in a Sonic game? I don't know if this happened to you recently.
It did.
Okay. So you know what happens after 10 minutes in a Sonic game.
Yeah.
Sonic just like crashes and like, you got to go back to the checkpoint or something. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like basically like double the game.
Double the fun.
Yeah, double the Sonic.
Sweet.
Well, is Knuckles good? I don't know
Yes.
anything about Knuckles.
Knuckles is interesting. Wait, hold on. Good in what sense?
Are you talking about Sonic 3 and I'm sorry, Sonic and Knuckles the game?
Like specifically Knuckles. I've never played a game
As Knuckles?
as Knuckles.
We okay, just playing as Knuckles?
Yeah.
Well, he has a different skill set. Like he can climb walls and float through the air, and also they usually give Knuckles, and they do this in Mania as well. They give him unique level design and like areas that like only he can access. So it gives you a reason to really play as him.
Wait, in Mania, is that like a different mode that I'm not familiar with?
Mania, you can play as Knuckles, and you'll get to experience like say the first stage is Green Hill Zone. He'll actually start on the bottom of the stage, like in a totally different area than Sonic and Tails.
Because he's an echidna, I guess he burrows into the ground.
Yeah.
That's like the premise. But what you would do in Mania is at the start screen when you're starting a new file, you just push up or down on the arrow keys and it changes your character.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
If you ever wanted to play it.
If I ever wanted to play it.
Or if
That
we
game.
ever made you. But that's my game for Game Talk. Any other questions, guys?
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? A wonderful Sonic
con-
3.
Beautiful.
Okay. With that being said, we're going to Spencer.
So, okay, hold on. I want to preface this, and I want to let the audience know. Me and Spencer made a deal.
The deal,
Spencer, what was that deal this month?
the deal was it would be very predictable if I played a Mario game and you played a Sonic game, because that's kind of, I mean, I'm not known for Mario, but I'm known for not liking Sega, so therefore Sonic. So we decided that if I were to play a Sonic game, you would play a Mario game.
Yes.
And we'll let you viewers at home be the judge of who stood up better for Mario or Sonic. I don't know about that. Or who wins in this case.
I have a sinking feeling people are not going to like my opinion. So
You'd be surprised.
Oh,
Alex
Lord.
and I are the only ones in this community that appear to have any enjoyment of Sonic.
That's true.
oh, well, that's
Maybe
part
not,
of my
but
thing.
I might be. This might be hyperbole, but with that being said, Spencer, you're kicking it off.
I played Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes! Yes!
That would be cheating, dude.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
It would be amazing, but it would be cheating. No, I played. Drum roll, please. Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice
Wow!
on the
Ow!
I
on
love
the
to hear
Nintendo
this.
3DS.
This
Ow!
is like the sequel, right?
Yes.
Okay. Some might
Why?
call it a Sonic 3, Sonic Boom 3. Continue.
The reason I chose Sonic Boom was because I wanted something that would be the antithesis of the other Sonic game I played recently.
Okay.
It's semi 3D, whereas the other one was 2D. It is based off like a kid's TV show, I believe. There's a Sonic Boom TV show. I don't know if it's still going on, but that's kind of what it's based off of. Whereas the other one is based off of the classic Genesis games. This one has a lot of story and dialogue in it, which the other one did not. And this one's made for a more modern audience, which the other one is made for a more classic, original Genesis audience. So I wanted to play Sonic Boom to experience the other side of Sonic, the newer look, the newer gameplay mechanics and everything. Sonic Boom is the story basically of fighting global warming as Sonic, and Tails, and Knuckles, and Amy, and a girl named Stick.
Sticks. Yes.
Sticks. Her name is Sticks? I thought it was
Yeah.
Stick because it's a.
Sticks.
All right. It is you're fighting Dr. Robotnik, and he's got a robot that you follow around the world through a bunch of islands, and you just stop him. You can close these like geysers or whatever. And it introduces the concept of fire and ice, which is in the title. And you get to use fire to melt ice and ice to freeze water. And you use that in a combination of your jumping and regular platforming throughout the world. The shocking thing for me was that I actually liked it a lot more than Mania. I think it's generally, the style is much better and much more in line with what I would expect from something called Sonic. It was faster paced. It was a lot more frantic. I like the spin dash stuff where you're in the air and you can like attack things with the jump button. I think it makes for a lot more fluid motion. I guess there's a couple complaints. One of them is that the quote unquote comedy, I understand that it's aimed for a younger audience, but it is cringeworthy bad throughout. So if there's any way to not have that, that would be good. Also, the game was too easy. And I understand that there's also multiple ways to play it. You can play each level as multiple characters. There's many collectibles throughout. But as just a straight run through, this game, I think I died like maybe 5 times throughout the entire game. The game took me 3 hours to beat. Whereas the other game I played, more classic Sonic, took me probably 6 hours with a lot of game overs. I wish that Sonic Boom Fire and Ice was somewhere in the middle of those two. But I really like the graphics. I like the sense of speed. And another thing, semi nitpick, is that the environments weren't as varied as you would get in like a Genesis title. Also, the music wasn't as good. So I don't know. I guess I'm kind of all over the place with it, but I really do think it's like just better in a lot of ways. And I don't know that I recommend it just because it's so easy. Like, it's clearly a kid's game. I wish they would adapt it to being more difficult, and maybe I would be more apt to recommend it. But I like where they're going with it.
He's the reason for our boom.
Did you know that fire actually melts ice?
Spencer, you actually played a Sonic title I've never played because I don't touch the Sonic Boom stuff. It happened. There's the 3 games, and then it died.
This one is considered the best from what I read. Fire and Ice is the best of the Sonic Booms.
Yeah,
which isn't saying much.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, and like you were like, it's okay, and I was like, yeah, I still don't care.
I think you just liked it more because it's on 3DS.
Maybe.
What'd you think about Beefhead Knuckles?
He had a weird mechanic where you would like dig, and if you dug in a circle, it would destroy everything in the middle of the circle. It kind of just felt like a really gimmicky touch game, I guess, even though I didn't use touch.
Yeah.
No, anything story related, like with these characters, they're all really annoying.
Yeah, I've seen the cartoon show. I haven't watched a whole lot of it, but I've seen like a few episodes, and they're really like, their characters are really like stereotyped, right? Like like Sonic's like the cocky leader, like arrogant leader, and then Tails is like the nerdy mechanic, and then Amy is just like the independent strong girl, and then
Knuckles is like the dude bro.
Yeah, the dude bro moron, and Styx
Yeah.
is like just a crazy person.
Dr. Robotnik is very, very clearly inspired by the Minion movie, whatever that is.
His design, yeah, he looks like Gru.
Yeah, exactly like it. It's like borderline like, should we get the lawyers involved? Like, it's very clearly that.
Wow.
So, which I get. I understand why they would do it. It just seems a little bit lazy and perhaps illegal. Yeah.
Here's a question. You know how, like, in the other Sonic game that you were playing, it's a little more simpler. It's like, okay, spin dash, okay, jump. You know, not really like homing attacks and stuff. With Fire and Ice, did you find all of the game mechanics like convoluted in any sense?
No. And I think that's to its detriment because it had a lot. It didn't have that many mechanics to it. It had some additional jumps, like it had double jumping, actually triple jumping technically if you consider the X button gave you like a big burst of speed in one direction. So really almost triple jumping. And then it had the spin dash thing, and then it had fire and ice, so you'd swap between being either fire or ice to get around. They didn't really do much with the fire and ice thing. They did a couple different things, like you could light these barrels on fire, or like explosives or whatever, and light the wick on fire. And that's about as deep as they went with the fire. And then the deepest they went with the ice was you could freeze water that was already moving, like on a waterfall thing, which was obvious, but I guess it was kind of cool. But I think they could have gone way more clever and creative with it, but they didn't really. And again, I get that it's for kids and it's supposed to be easier and sort of dumbed down, and I guess, but I would have liked to see them kick it into a higher gear.
I played the demo. I just didn't like how every button was like a different thing. I felt like I was like constantly looking down at the bottom screen to figure out like, oh, this is the lasso, or like I don't even remember what the things were. This was years ago. I just think like maybe because I'm so accustomed to classic Sonic that maybe I don't know if I can get into it.
And that's why I figured I wanted to try both, because I'm like new to both at the same time.
Well, Boom is not my Sonic. Boom is like its own thing.
No, I know. That's what I mean. It's like there's like a side of people that grew up with Sonic in the Sega time, like the Genesis and all that. And so there's that, which is obviously Sonic Mania. And then there's the newer Sonic, which I don't know if there's like really like a fan base for it, or if it's just like what they're trying to hit kids with, or what exactly is going on there. But I wanted to try that and just kind of experiment with both sides of it. And they're definitely very, very different. I really do not like classic Sonic's like really floaty controls. I really hate them. So this didn't have that, and that was like a huge plus for me. I just think they handle momentum really poorly.
When's the Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric map out?
What did that come out on?
The Wii U. That's the really terrible one. I don't even own it. I had to buy a copy.
Oh no! Let's not do it.
We need fan demand for that one. Let's just say.
Yeah.
You could have just played like Forces or something.
I guess. I started that a while ago.
That's like actual modern Sonic. They haven't touched Boom since 2016. It's dead in the water.
I wasn't really into Sonic Forces at all. I think it felt too much like the Genesis one, but not. I don't know. It was odd. I thought the level design choices were weird. I couldn't get into it.
At least with Fire and Ice, you're getting a 2D platformer. With Forces, you're getting like a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that game was weird.
I agree. Sorry, Alex.
It's okay. You don't just. I'm not Sega, so it's okay.
Okay.
I was surprised, because I've heard lots of negative things about Sonic Boom, and I see some of it. Although I think most of it was directed towards Rise of Lyric.
Yeah, and you know what? They came out with patches to remedy some of that stuff, from what I understand. The criticisms.
Oh, okay. Like I know there was glitch, like ton of glitches right at the beginning of that. That is unfathomable considering the complexity of this game. But
isn't that weird though that like Sonic seems to undergo overhauls after community angst? You know, the Sonic movie, Rise of Lyric.
Yeah, it's a weird dichotomy.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I can't tell if it's bad or good, because it's like it's cool that they're listening to their audience, but also how could your instincts be so far off that when anybody sees anything you make, they're like, what are you doing?
I mean, it's been that way for a while. Sonic 06 was like, they tried to do like a Final Fantasy level plot, and like a world, you know, and then like everybody hated it, and then like after that they were like, okay, we're only doing like old school Sonic from here on out, pretty much.
The idea of implementing a Final Fantasy plot to begin with in anything other than Final Fantasy is just a setup for failure.
Yeah. So yeah, Sonic's always been like a weird. I don't know. They've always just like stretched him and like I don't know, made him different, and I don't know. I think that's kind of the appeal for me is that like there's like different eras of Sonic. You could look at like Mario, for example, and like, you know, New Super Mario Bros. On the Switch and, you know, Mario Bros. 3 on the NES, you know, it's pretty similar. The same thing, basically.
Yeah, Sonic went through, like, he was like a baby, kind of. Like, he had like a distended belly. Maybe he's he's like really sick or suffering from like starvation. And then he went to like a normal looking, like not normal looking hedgehog creature. No, he went to like more of a teen look. I kind of remember that.
Well, he burns a lot of calories because he goes fast.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's got to.
I have to say, though, I do respect the efforts, I guess, because, you know, with Mario, with like New Super Mario Bros., like the criticisms are like it's too samey.
Yeah.
At least with Sonic, they switch it up, and people seem to like 3D era Sonic. You know, and I don't. Aside from Rise of Lyric and 06, which I think are anomalies, people seem to appreciate most of the games.
Oh yeah, Adventure? Like people like swear by that game that it's like the greatest thing ever. And I disagree, but at the same to your credit, yeah. Like they love it. They're into that.
I'm just good with the classics, man, but anyways. This was a little fiery, but we cooled it down with some ice.
He's the reason for our boom.
BM. Alex, you have to provide the counterweight.
Here I go.
On the side of Mario to turn down everything that is Sonic. You must crush the Sonic boom.
I played my favorite Mario game, Sonic A.I.R. I'm just kidding. No, speaking of favorite Mario games, okay, Teddy already knows. Spencer, do you know what my favorite Mario game is?
No.
Do you want to guess?
I mean, there's a lot of Mario games.
Yeah.
Mario Kart?
Nope. Main title.
Oh, okay. Mario 3?
No.
I think I know this. I'm not sure because you put words in my mouth here. Can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you do Galaxy 2?
No.
Oh.
No, you're off too. So my favorite Mario game is the original Super Mario Bros.
Oh, that's right.
For the NES. A game that I've played multiple times, many times. And that's not the game I'm talking about today. The game I'm talking about today is versus Super Mario Bros. It's the arcade version of the NES game. I played that today through the arcade archives.
That was almost our name.
It's very interesting because Nintendo had a lot of arcade titles, you know, like a lot of arcade titles come to NES, but this was an NES title coming to arcade. So, in order to like ramp up the challenge for the title, they rearranged levels and then added levels from the lost levels into the game to make it harder. So, it's basically like Mario 1 like hard mode. And they did that, you know, because it's an arcade game and they want your quarters, you know?
Yeah.
So that is what I played, and it's very interesting. I've always loved the original game. I have always played that game ever since I was a kid, and I mean, I know it's kind of like it looks very simple, but like the physics are nice. The game's just fun to run through, and I played that game so many times that like my muscle memory, I could just go. I don't die till I get to like World 4 or something. But this version, it was fucking with me because my muscle memory, I'm so used to things being in certain spots, certain levels being a certain way, that like when I get to an area and like, oh man, that power-up's in this block, and then I hit it and nothing's there, I'm like, what is happening? You know, it's kind of like, it was kind of like a weird like, I don't know, I felt like I was playing some like alternate reality version of the original game or something. And I remember whenever this came on Switch, people were really upset because the NES service wasn't out yet, so they didn't have a way to play the original game yet. So they were like, "This is the best we're getting. Is the arcade version of Super Mario Bros." And I think now that the NES service is out, this is kind of cool just to look back on and see that we have access to this otherwise unreleased version.
So what you're really trying to say is that all those levels that were previously lost are not found.
No, this isn't Lost Levels.
So they found the levels.
This isn't Lost Levels.
They found some levels. Okay,
But
I understand what you're saying. Do you
Yeah.
feel? How does this compare to Lost Levels? Because Lost Levels has some
It's
pain
easier.
in the ass difficulty.
This still has like the majority of levels are still from the first game. They do amp up some difficulty. Like I swear that first swimming level, they made the bloopers in that level super fast in this version for no apparent reason, and it's very hard. And I had no issue playing that on the original version. And I'm just like, what is happening when I play that version? I was like, I swear I was playing it this morning and like I got to a part where like 4 bloopers like ganged up on me, and I'm like, I never see 4 bloopers at once. Like what is going on here? So yeah, it kind of just feels like if Mario Bros had a hard mode, in a sense. But the majority of the levels are the same, so like there is that. Like the first 3 levels are the same, and then you get to the first castle, it's completely different. The whole level design is just different. But it's still easier than Lost Levels, because Lost Levels, you start that game and like the first level's kicking your ass.
Yeah.
So
So there's a good blooper reel.
yes. And I wanted to talk about the original game, but I didn't want to just do the original game because that'd be kind of boring. So I wanted to play an alternate version because of all the Mario games, I think the original is would be the hardest for us to map out if we ever decided to do the classic games like that. Because the original Mario Bros. Reuses a lot of different level themes, and it's not really. Like, it's hard to to differentiate. Be like, oh guys, now we're moving on to world 1-5. And it's like, or whatever. It's like, what is that stage? It's the one with the clouds and the mushroom thing to jump on. It's like that's like 7 of the levels.
Final Fantasy. Cloud 7. I see what you're doing. How cool would it be if Nintendo released like a arcade cabinet of something like that?
Oh, I would love it. I mean,
kind of like the ones that you have in the home, like the Galaga one.
Yeah, like the arcade 1-up. It'd be so cool too, because again, I think outside of the Switch releases, we haven't really gotten a lot of like Nintendo arcade releases of their games.
There is Clue Land, Arcade Archives, for $7.99 on your Nintendo Switch today. You can buy Clue Land arcade version for a high score. Compete with all your friends.
How do you guys feel about the original Mario Bros?
Beats Clue Land.
It's a good game. It's a classic, and it's it did a lot of things right for the time, and they made some smart design choices that keep it visibly pleasing and audibly pleasing today. So it's not my favorite. I don't know if I've ever actually beaten it, just because it was never really one of my things. But certainly, it's a good game.
Okay.
Yeah, I played it a year or 2 ago. For the first time clearing it. I'm so used to playing it a lot. I don't know why. Sometimes you just see it places. I remember going to the mall one time and they had the NES Mini hooked up to a TV in one of these bazaars, and I just ran through the first level and went to the warp pipe and the underground portion. But I do like it for its difficult simplicity, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, it is very simple. I think that's why I like it a lot. I mean, Mario 3 is pretty good and stuff, but of the NES games, I just think it's a very fun, fast, and I don't know, pleasing game to play. I know whenever I play the on Mario Maker and I make stages, I always theme them always try to do them around Mario 1, just because I don't know, it's everything's easy to read, there's not too much clutter, there's not too many background elements. It's a very simple game.
That's weird coming from a Sonic fan.
I don't know. Well, Mario's different though. Mario, you can building momentum in Mario is almost a death sentence.
Well, no, I mean, but from when you say like you don't like a lot of clutter, like Sonic is visually very, very cluttered. At least
Building momentum in Mario is a death sentence.
okay.
Mario has to go the whole game to get a ring to get engaged to the princess.
I mean, and even to your point there, Spencer, I spin Mario 1. I think it's why I like it the most because I can run through it. I like seeing how fast I can go, like playing that game. Like there's a level, I think it's a 2-3. It's the bridge with the fish that like jump up at you. Every time I play that stage on the original game, no matter what, I just try to run and see if I can make it to the end without dying. Because it's just, I don't know, it's just so fun. And I've made it a few times. It's just so fun to try to do that. Yeah.
And you know what happens when you have two Mario 1s and you put them together?
Mario 2.
You get Mario 2. Alex's next game for Game Talk.
Can't wait. I love that game.
I actually do really like that game.
It's me, sad Mario.
So,
anyway, I don't know what to say. It was just an arcade version of Mario 1.
This is it. This is the showdown. This is the third round knockout. Who will win? In this corner, representing Mario, we have Alexo. Fair enough. And in this corner, representing Sonic,
Spencer, don't say anything.
we have Spenceric.
Alex, I can't say anything.
Oh, you're grounded.
Shit.
Okay, we're going to have a 1-minute fight to the death, starting in 3, 2, 1.
Ah! Who'd win a fight, Mario or Sonic?
Seriously, your time's ticking. Let's go, boys. Come on.
Sonic goes really fast. Like, really fast. You should
Sure
see
does. You sure does. You win, Spencer.
him. Yeah.
And we have a forfeit from
No,
Mario.
I won! Oh,
Alexo.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spenceric for Sonic.
Damn, Sonic won. How upset am I?
Congratulations. You lost a cookie.
Yoshi's cookie.
See, here's the joy here is that I am not even really a Mario fan.
Oh yeah.
It's just projected that I'm supposed to be because I don't like Sonic. I'm not like a platformer guy. I just don't like platformers. But yeah, I'll stick up for Sonic, I guess, because I played 2 of them this fucking week.
Look at you moving up in the world, Spencer.
You know,
What
he's
is
really
that?
becoming
More
a
like your
Sonic
father.
fan.
Oh,
And
sorry.
actually, I kind of played 3. I did not intend for this to be the game. I'm glad I chose to switch. But I was supposed to play Sonic Chronicles Dark Brotherhood, but I could not get my emulation to work very well with the DS thing, so I scrapped it.
Okay.
Since that would have been your third Sonic game, some might call it a Sonic 3E.
It would have been.
According to internet rumors, anyway.
According to the Sonic Wiki, yeah, it would have been a Sonic 3E.
3. Well, I guess Sonic won. Oh no.
We have 3 more episodes to figure this out
Okay.
this month for Mario Sonic Tember. Also, have you participated in the community thread yet? Probably not, because it just went up yesterday, or today. I don't know. But well,
Yesterday.
do it.
Or something like that.
Just do it.
And
In
if you
the words
pick
of Sonic.
if you pick Sonic's side, I'll give you $1.
Via Venmo, PayPal, or Bitcoin.
If you pick Mario, I will give you $2.
Shit. Raising the stakes. If you pick Sonic, I will give you $2.50.
If you pick Mario, I will give you whatever Alex gives you, and I'll give you a customized message that tells you how appreciative I am of your efforts.
If you pick Sonic, I will order you a pizza in the shape of Sonic's head, have it delivered by a man in a Sonic costume that drives up to your door in a Sonic the Hedgehog themed car.
I can't top that, so go ahead and pick Sonic, all of you.
See how the hell Alex is going to pull this off.
I'm just curious at this point.
Could you imagine? Mashup just posts like a. So that's why I like Sonic, you know. And then like a week later, he's sitting there, ding ding. What the hell was that? And he goes to the door, he just opens it, and it's like, hey, it's me, Sonic, and it's like, from Sonic Pizza. He's got like a guy in a mascot costume with a Sonic car behind him, shaped like Sonic's head or something. And he just like hands him the pizza, and he opens the box. It's like a pizza shaped like Sonic, and then a note from me that like just says, "I love you."
Gosh, how much would it cost to get a regular pizza guy to do that? It's like, hi, Grubhub, in special instructions. Cut this pizza in Sonic's face. In the shape of Sonic's face.
Do they really make that much? So
I wonder. Tips.
I mean, Little Caesars, it's hot and ready.
Here's the real joker is that I think even with all those stipulations you just added, people are still going to pick Mario.
Oh yeah, Sonic's go down this month. I'm sorry.
And that's why you need to stay tuned for my video response. It's going to be a good one.
All right, that's a Game Talk. Thanks for joining.
Game Talk.
Game Talk.
Game Talk. Spencer, let's play us out.
Can we just insert whatever the Sonic Boom theme song is?
You have to sing it.
Sonic Boom. He's the reason for our boom.
Sure.
That is not the Sonic Boom theme song, but it's ours.
It's the one we deserved.
Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. He's running to my room with a pizza shaped like Sonic's head. I'm going to eat it in my bed. Thinking about the button mappers, what I'm going to vote for, Sonic or Mario. And then the person can put in whatever they vote for, which will be Mario. Even though they're eating a Sonic pizza.
He's the reason for our boom!
Is that really the Sonic Boom thing?
No. Did you not watch the CD episode?
Oh, okay. It's from the anime thingy.
It's from the intro of the game.
Yeah.
It's the custom version. It's in the prototype.
It's weird that it's not that they didn't use that for Sonic Boom because it's Sonic Boom.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to text 557 to 448-596 if you want to get Alex screaming "He's the reason for your boom" to your Razer flip phone as your customizable ringtone.
You heard it here first, folks. He's the reason for our boom.
Hey y'all, don't forget to subscribe to them button mappers.